If you're a Christian woman over 50, this is your space. In our last two videos, we explored how changing roles and shifting identity can challenge our sense of self. Now, if you haven't seen them yet, please do. They are part of this series, which is called Walking with God Through Life's Transitions. And the first one concerned empty nesting, and the second had to do with shifting identity. Now, those videos actually set the stage for today's conversation. Before we go any further, I want to let you know that Mary Beth and I have created a helpful free resource for you that can help you move from stuck or paused or even overwhelmed into a season of peace and clarity. So watch until the end of this video so that you can access it. Right now, we'll be talking about one of the most demanding transitions that many of us face, and that's caregiving. For most of us, this will be part of our faith journey at some part of this mid-season of life. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to think about that responsibility, why overwhelm can cause our bodies to respond to things in ways that we do not expect, and some practical steps to keep our heads above water. So here at Pivot Pointer, we offer brain smart tools and Bible-based guidance that you can trust, and we're here to support your midlife journey because we get it. Let's get started. Caregiving can become your role all of a sudden, or it can slowly wind its way toward you. As a caregiver, you are the go-to person, the ride giver, the appointment scheduler, the emotional sponge. It's a meaningful way to honor those that we love, but it's also challenging and exhausting.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we've seen the stain.
Oh, you know, Deborah, with something like a spill, I find it best to wipe it up the day it happens.
Caregiving has a way of gradually becoming all-consuming. The demands increase, your margin disappears, and suddenly you're over-functioning and under-resting. It's easy to lose yourself. Jesus is our encouragement. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. He doesn't say, come to me once you have it all under control. He says, now, right now. When we're constantly carrying everyone else's emotions, schedules, or problems, your brain goes into sympathetic overdrive. That's that fight, flight, or freeze state. The amygdala, your brain's threat detector, built to keep you safe by reacting quickly to anything unfamiliar or risky, fires up. Cortisol levels stay high. Your prefrontal cortex, that's the part that's responsible for wise, grounded thinking, it gets hijacked by the stress response. So, in short, your brain believes you're in danger when you're simply overwhelmed. Remember, all of this is a natural and unavoidable process. It's a physiological response. It happens whether you want it to or not. When this happens, you may feel constantly on edge, tense, irritable, or anxious without knowing why. You may find it hard to concentrate, make decisions, or even remember simple things. Your heart may race, your breathing may quicken, and your muscles may stay tight. You could feel exhausted but wired, emotionally fragile, or like you're about to snap. It's not because you're weak, it's because your nervous system is working overtime to protect you. Your brain is doing its best to help, but in this state, it's reacting to overload as if it were actual danger. Your brain believes you're in danger when you're simply overwhelmed. This is when compassion drift can happen, where empathy morphs into over-responsibility. Here's an example. You notice your adult daughter is struggling with work stress, parenting, and a strained marriage. At first, you're a listening ear, offering encouragement and prayer. But before long, you're rearranging your schedule to babysit multiple times a week, fielding her emotional crises by phone at all hours, and feeling anxious if she hasn't checked in. You start carrying her burdens as if they're yours to fix. Does that feel familiar? That's compassion drift. Your empathy, your beautiful God-given sensitivity, slowly morphs into over-responsibility. And your nervous system, overloaded and overstretched, starts sounding the alarm. You stop asking, is this mine to carry? And start assuming, if they're not okay, I must be doing something wrong, or I need to do more. What can you do about it? Make it a new habit to ask yourself daily, what's mine to carry? What's God's to carry? If it helps, write it down. Your nervous system can't live in constant hyper-responsibility. Let God carry what you can't. Galatians 6 gives us a practical framework for managing care for others. Verse 2 says, carry each other's burdens, but verse 5 says, each one should carry their own load. These verses are not contradictory. They are clarifying. You're called to help, not to absorb, to serve, not to save. Even Jesus didn't fix everything or everyone all at once. He rested, he walked away from the crowd, he prayed alone. You are not abandoning people when you draw healthy boundaries. You're following Christ's example of faithful, loving, Spirit-led living. It can be helpful to visualize your emotional load like a backpack. Regularly ask yourself, what am I carrying? Is it mine? Mine to help with, or not mine at all? If you've been a fixer, a rescuer, or the dependable one for years, your identity may feel tangled in overdoing. It helps to shift your mental narrative. Write down these statements, tape them to your mirror, and say them out loud. I am a faithful servant, not a savior. I offer support, not solutions. I trust God to handle what I release. Lastly, practice compassionate distance. You can be loving and let go. You can care deeply without clinging tightly. Love doesn't mean carrying everything. Sometimes love means letting go and letting God. Transitions have a way of shaking us, whether it's the quiet ache of an empty nest, the fog of an identity in flux, or the heaviness of carrying too much for too long. But here's the good news. You are being rebuilt. God designed your brain to adapt with time and with repetition. You don't have to have it all figured out today. You don't need to carry what's not yours, and you don't need to become someone new overnight. Just take the next step. Faith first, brain smart. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion.
You don't have to figure this out alone, because you know what? We're walking this road right alongside of you. And if this video stirred something in you, take that nudge seriously, because there is always purpose in the pivot. And we have created some great resources, and I'm not kidding about this, some great resources for you to help you navigate those changes and transitions. The first is called the 7 questions to help you pivot through life's transitions. It's free. And our second one, if you're ready to go deeper, is our full online course called Pivot Points, self-paced, online, made for women like you who are faithful and thoughtful and trying to find your footing in this next season. The links to both of those are found in the description below. And hey, you know what? We'd love to hear from you. So drop us a comment and tell us, what season does God have you in? Where is He leading you? And maybe what are some of your tips and tricks to navigate those bumpy roads that sometimes throw us off our balance? Those changes and transitions of midlife and beyond. Let's keep walking this road together.